Hello guys, Houston here. I hope you are having a great day or a great night, and let's go. Yesterday I was taking a look on interesting things about XRP. Just a second. Okay, so this is XRP from December 2013 till the summer of 2014, and we had a 90%, 95% decline. Okay, so have this in mind, and also this number here. Second. Okay, so here we had that chart from 2013 that fits right here. We had a low from 0.003 cents, and then our high at 0.006 and 95% decline. And here in the December 2014 we had a 80% decline, and then we had another big decline as well, 73% before the bull break. And so what's interesting here is that this is nothing new for XRP. We already saw it in the past, and we are seeing it today because we had a 97% decline when XRP hit 10-11 cents in the last sell-off. And what is interesting that, like I said before, it is possible, but is not likely to have another sell-off to this range here that would give us 980 decline. Okay, but even though we know that this level is very, very significant, and I will tell you why. When we are measuring expansion, the golden meaning will be always there. Okay, this is nothing new in history or in charts or in stocks. Always there, and he is always there also for when we are going to measure the contraction. So for contraction and expansion, he is always there. Okay, because when we had the break from the previous range, we had this perfect triangle in Fibonacci. Okay, not just a random, not just a random triangle like this. Okay, like most people do. No, it's not like this. Another measure, it's another picture, but he is always there before the contraction and the expansion. And then I had another chart here, one here, and it's interesting because what we had here, we had 0.06, and then we had our decline that was around here before our next leg up, and then again another one, but this one wasn't aggressive like the previous one. So if you look with the numbers and try to draw a line, you will see that we are having higher lows. See, 95, 80, 73, bull break. Okay, but there is much more info here. There is not only this, because this contraction, this funnel, the tightening pattern that leads to the bull break, what we saw that we could know what was happening back in the day: lack of volatility and raging volume around the end of the pattern. Okay, this contraction, it contracts so hard that the break is imminent. It has to happen. Okay, so when some people say, oh, you know, We are going to trade sideways for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years before the bull break for XRP. This is not true because they don't understand how markets and price behave. Okay, for example, we can't move like this for 1, 2, 3 years before the bull break. It's not possible. Okay, there is a specific range, and this range is there for a reason. Okay, for example, just a second, please. Okay, so when we draw our Fibonacci here, what we have? We have a range, and we are going to work inside this range. Okay, so for example here, let's say we are not able to break here, this range here. What's going to happen? We can trade here for a while, but then we are going to need we are going to have a bull break or a bear break. It's imminent. It needs to happen, otherwise the price dies. Okay, so this is a fact, and this won't happen, never. Okay, so better a bear break than fading bear break. That's even worse. Okay, because this will kill people. People hope, and they also kill the trust in the market, because the main idea, what is the main idea, the plan behind everything? Make the sheep starve, but don't kill the sheep, because they know they can destroy the trust in the market, in an asset, and etc. So just a second, please. Okay, so now let's bring that guy back. Okay, so if we end up with that decline of 90-80%, which will give us the target of 0.04 cents for XRP, if this scenario happens, it's not a fact, okay, because the 38 and the 50 can be enough. We don't know yet. We are not going to know till we see a bullish reversal pattern. That's how it's going to shift the trend. If we keep going like this, for example, like this is not bullish. But even though at some point we will reach a certain point that will give us that 90, 80 or 97 or 96 decline, that will trigger the expansion again. It can be, I'm not saying it will be in a straight shot, because what we have to do is this. So this is the bigger picture for a bigger time frame. We are measuring time now and not price. Okay, so behavior versus time versus momentum versus price. Here, most people they believe and they hope they are going to see great shot, okay, which is possible, but in the common sense for market for price behavior, what we may see is this: go and make a lower high, then go down again, then again make another funnel, another contraction before expansion. Okay, so this is how nature works behind the scenes, like non-public info. Okay, because most people, what they do, for example, let's say, okay, so let's go rough here. They watch this, and what's the problem? They can't see the bigger picture. They won't understand never what's happening. Okay, so we have always to look at the bigger picture. And again, here we can see that we are not having like a funnel or decreasing volatility. Instead, what we see is we won't be able to see on this chart, so just a second. We can see on Bitstamp. Okay, so what we are seeing here, we are having volatility in the bottom. We don't have a funnel here, okay? Even if we do this, somewhat valid, yes, it's not a bull flag, because a bull flag, I'll give you a better example of how a bull flag behaves, the nature of a bull flag. Let's say we had a spike here, and then we go back here, but we don't touch 70, 80, or if it's in the other side, 23. So if we don't touch, there is no confluence, there's no trigger, and then bang. Okay, so here we don't have this scenario, don't have yet. And for example, we take the measure here. Some people, okay, so what some people do? They say, oh, this is a big bull flag. We are going to burst from here. No, because here we had the trigger. We had the trigger here, and then we had the trigger again here, but we didn't had trigger on 50. Okay, so we have the golden meaning triggered, but we don't have 50% trigger. Excuse me. Sorry. And another thing that we have here, okay, another reason why this is not a bull flag. So we had this 96% decline, and bull flags must have at least 20%, 22, 21, not 96. Okay. So now, so I hope you guys understood this. The chart here again. Here, back in the day, we had a lot of volume, but we had a continuation pattern here, a bullish continuation. And here, we doesn't have that bullish continuation yet, but we are having huge volume here. Volume is literally raging. We can see here, if we keep zooming in, is here, right? We have big volume, they are keep buying, but we know if the scenario was like for example, just a second, here we have this correction, right? Not bullish. If it was like this, with all this raging volume here, it would be all the way bullish, because continuation. Okay, and what we have here, continuation, that's what we have for now. I'm not saying it's going to play out. So how the nature of this kind of move works. For a bull flag and for a bear flag. So as you can see, this is the theory I'm working on, the mirror trend. Okay, a bullish move is the like a side B from the bear flag. So bull flag, bear flag, same pattern, same behavior, same shape, different side. Okay, this is the same for head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders, bullish symmetrical, bearish symmetrical. It will never change. Now let's take a look on XRP dominance. Just a second. Okay, let's go. So the bigger picture. It looks like XRP BTC, right? Have this in mind. Okay, so here it's like it's like a funnel. Okay, we can see higher highs, higher lows, high low, bear break, high low, and then if XRP BTC is giving us better clues here if we are going to have a bear or bull break from here. Okay, now I'm going to show you why. So again, remember XRP dominance. So right now, 4, great. But it's like a multiplier. Okay, always have this in mind. Higher the number, aggressive XRP will be. Lower the number, weaker XRP will be. Okay, but this is for the short time frame. Okay, we know it's going to change and it's going to change soon. So what we have here is not bullish continuation. This is bearish continuation. Okay, we can make like 100 draws here. It won't change the nature. Even if you pretend to be bullish, it's not bullish. Okay, so for example, this is just one of the clues. Okay, I'm not going to draw all of them. So this is a basic descending triangle, which is all the way bearish. We have a flat bottom, lower highs, and the next range, as you guys can see here, we are almost out of range here. So we need a bull break or a bear break. And if we know the whole scenario is not bullish, will we wait for a bull break? Of course not. Because we are bullish when we have a bullish scenario, and we are bearish when we have a bearish scenario. Another thing, bearish structures don't provide bullish targets. Bullish structures don't provide bearish targets. Okay, so this is a fact. Have this in mind as well. Second, okay, so now let's take a measure from the beginning to the end. I'm going to show you something else. Okay, so what do we have here? What you can see? It's like a pulse line, right? So we go, then we go back, then go up again, and then we had the bear break here, lower low. Can you guys see? It's starting to. It's like going to zero. Less activity. It's fading. We are going to need a big move soon. So what I'm expecting here, maybe it's not going to happen on XRP BTC pair. It's going to happen on USD pair, on fiat pairs. Okay. What I believe we are going to see is this. and then a little bear break, not strong, not impulsive, and then right after we are going to make at least a lower high, at least. Okay, I'm not saying we can go. Yes, we can blast the roof. Yes, for sure. But I don't know. I'm not sure. Even, but let's say we go to 10, 11, 12 are great numbers. Going to be very aggressive. But what else we have here? What else? Look who is here. Our golden meaning. So we end up with a big retrace from 13 to 3.80, 81, and we are very close to the golden meaning. It doesn't mean we have to touch, but if we touch, be sure, be 100% sure, we are going to go high. I'm not saying moon, but we are going to go high without a doubt. Okay, this is like nature. Nobody can stop nature. And some people are bearish. They, oh no, it won't happen. No, I don't believe it. I don't know. Nobody can stop nature. You already saw it in the past. Oh, and just another thing that I forget to show you. There's so many pictures here. Just a second. Remember this chart here. Just a second. Okay. See if I can put both together. Okay, I hope you guys can see it. So this is Amazon, the .com bubble. We had a 90.80.7 decline. And what's interesting, look the number here for XRP. 90.80.7%. And you right now maybe you are asking yourself this. Why this number is so close? Why it's there? What's happening? What is there around this number? What will be always there around this number and other numbers as well? Fibonacci. Fibonacci is always there. So it's very interesting to see it. Also Cisco, we went close, 86% decline. And not so aggressive, but okay, we can look in this range from the 80 to the 90. So if let's say we went from 1 cent to $100, it doesn't matter the time frame, because when the time comes to correct the market before we keep going up again, the bears are necessary in this scenario, because without the bears there's no like keep going forever. It's not going to happen. So both forces are necessary, and the main force in control is and will always be the bulls. Okay, not from companies that are bankrupt or bad business or bad managers. No, we are talking about the specific scenarios of perfect models. They are perfect companies or perfect assets. Okay, so bulls will always be in charge. The bears, they will be always in the sidelines waiting for their time. Okay, the bears, they won't show up when the bulls are charging, because the bulls will obliterate them. So they wait for the right time, the time when the numbers are necessary, the correction. Okay, so always have this in mind, always look at it. I have another picture here that you guys would like to see. Just a second, let me catch it. Oh, here, this one I already showed on Twitter. And here we can see it perfectly. Okay, so accumulation phase, 1, 2, 3, and when it ends, here we can see somewhat a double bottom or a triple bottom. That's a bullish reversal pattern, and at this point right here triggers the bull run, because this guy here is a higher high compared with the previous higher lows. Okay, for example here, lower high, higher high compared to this one, and compared to this one we have somewhat a double top or whatever, and then bull break, higher high, higher low. This is how bull markets are measured: higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, high low, high low, high low, high low. And for the bears, the same, but we flip the scenario. We just change: higher high, higher low, lower high, higher low, lower high, higher low, lower high, bear break. Okay, so bearish patterns give bearish targets. Bullish patterns give us bullish targets. Okay, have this in mind. If you still don't have this picture, I will post on Twitter again, so you guys can take it. And let's keep going. Now let's take a look on XRP BTC, because some people are skeptical about a bear break. They don't believe it. A second. Okay, so here the bigger picture. That's always where we start, the bigger picture. Who is in charge in this scenario here? Are the bulls or the bears? So again, let's take a look. So just an example. Let's say this scenario right here was like this. Who would be in charge here? The bulls, right? Then bull break. So who? Oh, remembering this is a XRP BTC, not XRP dominance. Okay. So who is in charge here? The bears. And what a bearish structure gives us? A bearish target. That is not in the here. Yes, because our bearish target is below 2000 sats. Okay, and I expect a reaction right after. And so another way to understand this is this whole picture here. We know XRP is making, it's having higher losses and lower gains. Okay, and on this pair, XRP versus Bitcoin, what does it mean? When people long here, they are betting XRP will beat Bitcoin. Okay, so we know Bitcoin is bullish. So Bitcoin is smashing XRP on this pair. Okay, so again, everyone who is longing here believe Bitcoin will go down, and they believe XRP will go up. But what we learned so far about Bitcoin, Bitcoin is not bearish. So how can we expect a bearish behavior from Bitcoin if he is bullish? Doesn't make sense, right? So what we expect to happen here, another thing that my analyses are based on, this bearish structure, it's aligned with what? Bitcoin right now it's working his way up, probably to 10K, and then we will go down, but we will keep our higher lows. Okay, so Bitcoin right now is at 80.9, and if Bitcoin goes to 10K, what will happen here? He will crush XRP BTC. Okay, and then Bitcoin goes up, XRP BTC goes down. And when Bitcoin reach 10K, what will happen? What we are expecting to happen? Bitcoin will go down, and then XRP BTC will go up because it's XRP against Bitcoin. And right after, what we are expecting, this move here, this guy here on Bitcoin is going to be the last wave before the bull break. So this pair here is going to be even worse in a few months. Okay, we are going to let's see if I can, now that you can see as I see, to respect this and then this. Okay, because this move here is related to Bitcoin bull break. Bull break, I mean above the last all-time high, and it's going to crush XRP BTC. And I just noticed this is below zero, right? So let's make it to let's say, let me see here. We are probably going, presuming this whole scenario is true, okay? Because we have the fundamentals. The fundamentals here are our friends. So it's very possible for it to reach the previous all-time low. So we go up and then boom, Bitcoin bull break. Okay. So now take a look on futures. How futures are in today. Chart's not the best, but okay. Okay, much better. So this is XRP longs. So everybody that's buying XRP future contracts, betting XRP will keep going up. And we had this run here before the C19 bear break, and then we had this decline here, big one. Conventional technical analysis here doesn't work. Okay, so if we some people apply RSI, MACD, stochastic, here won't work. Okay, what we try to make sense here, it's the ratio. Okay, for example, we have a long ratio of 4 to a short ratio of 1. Okay, this gives odds for the bears to make like a short, I forgot the word, is a short well, sorry, I forgot the proper word, but the idea is to take down this guy here and make it lower, and this one here make this one higher. And these numbers, they are good for us, because every time you are getting close, like for example 2 for longs and 2 for shorts, will give us a good odds for the ones in charge in the trend, the bigger picture. Okay, and if the numbers flip, it's even better. Okay, because the bulls will find odds. For example, let's say the shorts are 3 and the longs are 2. The bulls will have odds to take out these positions. And when a short close, they have to buy, which trigger the longs, not the longs, but the price. Okay, so have this in mind. The numbers right now are not the best ones. So let's look for XRP charts. Not the worst, not the best, following the main trend. And we also can see some tightening behavior here, which soon, if we keep going like this, someone will have to win this fight, or the bulls. This is a win for the bulls, okay? Shorts dumping. And this is going to be a win for the bears. Shorts rising, okay? So always take a look. It's very significant to have this in mind as well. If we pick everything and put in the single chart, like you have the mindset, you know the numbers, it will be easier for you to take your decisions. Okay, so never forget it. And now let's jump into the main chart for Bitstamp. Let's go in the bigger picture, always. So what we were talking about, volume, raging, is blasting the roof. Yes, very interesting. Yes, it is very significant. And just a second. Okay. A friend asked me to take another look on OBV, okay, on balance volume. Okay. Okay, not significant on the monthly. Look on the weekly. Yes, I mentioned this in the previous video, that we were catching up the previous one. We are already ahead. So let's take a better look here. So this guy here, 2017. This one here is Feb 20. And now we are raging again. So have this in mind. Let's draw the lines, make it easier to understand. 2017, Feb 20, and now May, just a few days ago. Okay, so okay, here in the top you can see the numbers. Okay, I will pass the mouse in and you will see the numbers there, and also you can check for yourself. So here we had 2.91 billion dollars. Here we had 3.26 billion dollars, and here right now we have 2.986 billion dollars. So it's a big number, and we just made again. We just crossed again the mark for 2017 bull run. Okay, so this is very significant, because what we are seeing here, the bulls, they are keep buying everything they can. Not to mention utility, ODL, because we know Bitstamp is a partner of Ripple in the USD Mexican currency. Okay, So the numbers are very significant. We probably maybe know who is dumping the coins. We know that we have some key haters and market makers, sorry, out there, that they literally hate XRP, and they will keep buying the dip and dumping uh, uh, every move like this, like we had before. Okay, so they buy all the way in the dip and they will keep dumping every fade and K. So at some point, this will change. It's going to be soon, okay? Because we have bigger players in the scenario, okay? And they are buying as well, but they are not dumping. And just another interesting thing about XRP shorts, have this in mind, okay? So for XRP shorts, every hater, every single loser who is not profitable trading, where they end up, they always end up trying to short XRP. And why? Because XRP is making lower gains and is having higher losses. So they know that XRP, for now, is making lower highs and higher lows. And so each time XRP make like print a bearish candle, they always jump in like plus 10%, plus 15, plus 20% shorts. Shorts just soar. Okay, and sometimes they end up hacked as well. But have this in mind, and this is going to change very soon. Okay, so we saw again our previous high for 2017 bull run, our previous high from February, and our last high for now, for today. So this is very relevant. Okay, have this in mind. Don't forget it. Always check the volume. Volume always will precede price. Always have this in mind. Now let's take a closer look. Oh, sorry. Let's go to the 3 days. So we have a bearish candle here. That's a big sign for the bears. But I don't believe this is it. This is over yet. Okay, because again, what our friend tell us. Let's make this time different, okay, from body to body. Okay, so what we had here. We didn't make it. Okay, so again, we had our trigger on the golden. And we had our trigger 50. But we didn't had the trigger on the 61. Which is probably going to, we are probably going to have soon, okay? Like I talked about in the last video, we made the targets for the first and for the second. Yes, was 22 and 21. Yes. So what we are going to see here, we can see it clear on the daily chart. So right now we don't have room for this guy. Okay. But you know, all the moon guys, the burst guys, and the Hackett wagon are making this. Okay, so this is their moon plan. Just presuming it's going to break 100. Just presuming it's going to break nature. That's exactly what they are talking about. So again, let's go down to the daily. Okay. Okay. So here we have a better idea. So this red candle here, it pierced, made a 100% shadow on the last one. And now we are having some tightening pattern inside. So we have two inside bars inside this guy here. Okay, so now let's look again. Closer. Let's draw again. I will give you a better example from body to body and from week, so you can have a better idea. Yes, it's somewhat, there's a little above. Okay, here we are. So this Fibonacci here, he will match the weekly chart, because if you draw on the weekly and you keep zooming in to the 3 days, 1 day, and 4 hours, it will break. Okay, due to the weeks and etc. So always check the numbers. So what we have here now, let me see. Our high will break, our high, our sell, and XRP is behaving not so well here compared to Bitcoin and Ethereum. We should see something more like easing off, but instead we are having an aggressive move here. Let these guys here. So this move right here is aggressive, impulsive, and so far right now it's not 100% bullish. Okay, and again, not because we are going up that it's bullish. This can be a payoff, but so far it is not. Okay, so here, if we make, for example, what we can see here, draw a line, make it from body to body. So what is this? This is a bear flag, classical bear flag. So how this can change? This can change if this happen. Let's say we go straight up from here. We make a lower high that is around 70–80% of Fibonacci. That will give us a lower high. This scenario will be amazing for bullish continuation, but so far it is not. And then let's say it plays out. Lower high, higher low, lower high, higher low. Okay, or even more aggressive. But for aggressive move, we will need volatility that we didn't had. It's weekend. We know the markets are very boring and have lower volume compared to the common days. Okay, so for the sake of the example, let's draw both. Okay, let's say some volatility kick in, then we'll break. Or our previous scenario here. And then some maybe you guys are asking why we're going to make probably a symmetrical triangle. Remember, we don't have volatility, which means we are going to have lower highs, higher lows, lower highs, and higher lows. This happened due to the lack of volume. Okay, so something like this. and then we are going for our break. And so here we could even have this and make the point here for our lower high. Okay, and then we could make the point here again, even with another somewhat bear flag, and then go and boom. So have this in mind. Keep watching and waiting, because we are not ready yet. Let's take a closer look. Let's draw a micro Fibo. Yes, remember when I said 70, 80? Here he is. So at some point, you without the Fibonacci, you can see the Fibonacci lines. Which level? With time and practice and experience, you will see him there. Okay, so have this in mind as well. And so let's say we go here, then take our point here. Will give us a speculative line. Okay, so this would be 1, this would be 3, because this one is 2. This is Elliott. Okay, I'm not going to disclose everything, but okay, so here right now here, let's take another zoom in. What we had here again, in the micro picture, the same thing happening over and over and over and over. Our valid pivot that was triggered and confirmed by 23%. And then we had our trigger here, golden mini, and also on the 50%. And then our next level was reached. So the bulls made their point here for a probably continuation to the next level. Why? Because we triggered 61 here. Okay, so we may end up with that scenario that we just saw, that maybe can give us our point here. And then we will look for the bulls easing off, and then we keep going. Maybe we are not going to make to 70-80 again, probably not. We are likely to go, for example, like this. Go even here, okay, 80.2, because we make another higher low. Then we go all the way, take the point. Then we go down again. So here, wrong, just so what we end up here? What's the big deal? We start with big volatility, and then it starts to fade. And when it ends, the golden meaning, that also gives us our average price. So all these guys out there using like moving average. Okay, so they use like it's like this, and the other one is like this. If I'm not wrong, this is perfectly right for the 50 and the, yeah, for the 50. If I'm not wrong, the 50 is crossing right here. Okay, so why do we need to use moving average if you can look at the chart and see the price average without lines all over? Because moving averages are lagging indicators, which means when we end up have this in mind like price, okay, when we are going to have this bull break, let's presume this we are going to have this bull break, the moving average will be like this. So it's a lagging indicator. People who use moving average will always be late, and when they had their trigger, it's going to be late because they are going to buy halfway. So they will be close to the exhaustion point and 50% from the right spot for entry. So they have lower gains, chance for lower gains, and their liquidation or their stop will be close to buying range. Okay, so this is all the way bad. I really feel sorry for people who use moving average and etc. They will be never able to read price action, price behavior, or understand how the market really works. This is one of the reasons why I don't use oscillators and RSI, stochastic, moving average, etc, etc, etc. Okay, but Bollinger Bands is awesome. Okay, it's awesome. If you are not 100% sure right now, you can use Bollinger Bands. Bollinger Bands. Can you see? The moving average here, I don't remember how the setup is for this one. Oh, it's the 20. So let's take a look on the 50, just for the sake. Oh no, it's below, it's not up there. So I was wrong here. Maybe it's a faster one. Maybe it's like 5. No? Okay, I don't know, I give up here. But so, always, like most people will always wait for a trigger on green candles to buy. And they are buying the top of that range. Okay, so if you're looking to trade, if you're looking to invest, if you really just want to understand how it works before throwing money, try to learn, try to understand as much things as possible as you can, because only 80% of people in all the markets are profitable. Only 8%, only and only. Okay, so watch out for yourself. Try to learn good content. Okay, please avoid bad content always. Okay, and watch out, stay safe, try to learn, improve, do tests, measure, and I hope this is it. I will keep you updating everything. Today I will see if I can make a video on Xstellar. Sorry, my English is all the way bad, forgive me. And this is it for now. You guys are awesome. I hope you are having a great day or a great night. Stay safe, watch out for your friends, your family as well, always. And don't forget to like, to share with your friends, and subscribe. You help me, I'll help you. I'll keep providing good content, so you keep learning, you keep improving, okay? That's it for now. I hope you guys liked this content. I hope it helped you, and I will see you guys soon. Have a great day.